Hello everyone, I am Tine Di Franza and I'm the product specialist of EMEA. Maybe you're an experienced Lumispa user or maybe you just got your device, but regardless, I'm gonna go through some tips in how you can take proper care of your device and also some steps you can do if you should run into any technical difficulties. One of the most important things you can do to take care of your Lumispa device is to maintain proper hygiene. And I'm gonna go through just how you can do that. So after each use, it's very important that you take the head off and rinse it thoroughly with normal water. And then you also rinse your device and you pat it dry with a towel. And once you clean both your device and the head completely back and front, then you can click them back together. And now it's really important that the head is properly dried before they're placed back together. Because what actually happens is that if the head is still a bit wet, and it's placed back, then it can cultivate bacteria inside here. And that's obviously not very hygienic, but also it can make the silicone head not function properly because it won't spin in the proper way that it's meant to. So personally, what I do is that when I'm sure that both of them are proper dried, I just leave it on a towel next to the sink until the night or the next morning where I'm gonna use it. And then I place it back together and it's ready for use. So by doing that, I'm actually sure that both the device and the silicone head is properly dry before they're placed back together. We recommend that you replace the silicone head roughly every 3 months or so. And that's not only to maintain proper hygiene, but it's also due to wear and tear. And when you click the silicone head on and off a few times a day, then it's normal to expect that the plastic bits at the back are gonna suffer from wear and tear. And if you are experiencing some rotation issues, then this is what you can do. Take the device, take the silicone head off, turn on the device, and if this little black thing in the middle is moving effortless back and forth in a rotating manner, then it's probably not the device that's the issue, but it might be time to change the silicone head. Also, another thing you could do is just gently move the silicone head back and forth, trying to rotate it. And if it's rotating with a bit of resistance, then again, it could be time to change the silicone head. Now let's talk about the charging base, because you all know that the Lumispa is waterproof, but the charging base is not. And as you're probably aware, then water and electricity doesn't mix too well. So therefore, yes, make sure that your Lumispa is 100% dry before you place it in the charger. But humidity, not only water, but also humidity can actually damage your charging base. So make sure that it's stored in a dry location so that you don't have any issues there. If you leave it in a wet environment, then it can happen that some rust-like debris is building up in the charger. And if that happens, you have to make sure that you clean that out before you place the device in. You can do that with a simple cotton pad or a towel. If by accident water should come into the charging base, then make sure that you shake it well so the water gets out. Make sure that it's 100% dry before you place your device in, plug it in and keep your fingers crossed that it's actually working. Now let's talk about battery life, because if you want the most out of the battery, then you should actually only charge your device once you see the amber light being turned on as you see here. That will indicate that your device is nearly out of battery, so now would be a good time to charge it. And it needs to charge for around 12 hours before you should use it again. You know that it's charging when the start button is slowly pulsating. And when that button stays on, so stays lit, then you know that your device is fully charged and it's ready for use. If you want to use the charging base as a stand, then just unplug the wire. And now you can place your dry Lumispa in and use it as a stand. And then whenever you want to charge it, plug it back together and you are ready. If you are having some technical difficulties that you are not able to resolve, then you can actually reboot your device. And what you'll need to do is press the start button once and then press it again and hold it in for 12 seconds. Afterwards, you place your device to charge and leave it to charge for 12 hours. And then after the 12 hours, you can turn the device on and it should work again. But if that is not the case, then it's time for you to reach out to your local customer service center and they'll be happy to assist you. You can give them a call, you can send them an email, but please make sure that you include your order number and that you can find in your order confirmation email, but also in your order history. And if you could also include the serial number of the Lumispa, that would be fantastic. You find it in here at the top. It's just a long number that starts with SN. If we could get that as well, then the team will take it from there. That was it from me. I hope my advice helped, and thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy, guys.